All right, so what were you saying?
Well,
We are all God.
We are all God, and I'm God, you're God, the table's God, the dog is God, the dog shit is God. Everything that is God. There is nothing that isn't God.
There's the argument that everything that God made was good, but not everything stayed good.
Okay, and for me, goodness, badness, right, wrong is semantics. We call something we don't like evil, but I don't see divinity seeing it that way. I see divinity seeing it as a creative tension that can bring about our greatest potential. So it's not good, it's not bad, that the destruction in the world, the war, the murder, everything that's being perpetrated, in a way, is being perpetrated by God on God to bring about an ultimate potential. And I think that these days that we're living through right now gives us the opportunity to live up and find and create our greatest potential as a human being. And I think that's God's intent.
I mean, he told us we would be persecuted.
Yes.
Straight up, he said.
And he said that we would move away from him to where there was basically no connection with him before it got any better. But then because of growing so far away and being hurt and suffering so much, that it brings up within us a certain creativity that goes beyond anything we can measure ever before.
Surviving through suffering?
Survival through suffering. The way of the cross.
Straight up.
Straight up. For me, that's how I do it. It pisses people off when I say I'm God, but I try to explain this concept. But it's hard for people it's hard to grow.
Well, it's just the way you present it, man. You can't start out with that. You just gotta be like, you just do that for shock value.
Well, yeah.
You gotta start out saying we are God, man.
Well, that would be nice, but they would just very politely say, no, we're not. And you would end up having to shock them in some way. Anyway, so why not just whack them with it?
Oh, shit. That's a good point. True. I mean, you gotta get people's attention, eh?
You gotta get people's attention. And most people are in denial. It's so easier not to deal with pain and suffering, to let that be someplace else in somebody else's life. As long as it's not here in my home hurting me or my immediate family, I can deal with it. I just can't deal with it myself. And so until we learn how to deal with our pain, we're screwed.
Yeah. That's just how you have to survive, man. Even plants, you see it because I've been planting a lot of stuff today, so I kind of think about it. Mm-hmm. They're always just, trying to get what's, good out there, They're just trying to get some sunlight and some soil,
Yeah.
They'll do what they fucking have to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means squashing on some other plant,
Yeah.
and that's the way it's meant to be.